I just do me, but they say I'm too much. Chosen one, I don't ever get too far. And my mama said I'm special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga, got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and blessed hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Hit Show podcast. I got Antoinette Barkley. She came back. It's been a couple months. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. You know what? I appreciate the short notice because I had called you and I said, look, I got a good episode I think you might want to do. And when I told you the subject, you was ready to go in right there on the phone. So I had to get you back on the podcast. I had to.
Yeah. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate it. So for everybody's watching, this is Antoinette Barkley. I interview her. She has 3 different type of businesses that she runs. And I feel like she'd be good to come back onto the show. So we're going to get right into it. Okay, y'all see the subjects below. So that means y'all need to go ahead and share this live. We're going to talk about 50-50 relationships tonight. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Leave a comment. No matter what page you're watching the show on. If you're watching on my page or wherever, leave a comment. But just so you know, if it's not a Hit Show podcast page, I cannot pull your comment up. Okay? So just so you guys know, and y'all know the Cash App is Hit Show Podcast LLC. All right? So this is what I got to ask you, Antoinette. How do you feel about this whole 50-50 relationship? Because it's an online war right now.
About 50-50 relationships?
Yes.
Me personally, I don't think there's really a such thing of a 50-50 relationship.
Okay.
It just depends on where you're at in your relationship.
Gotcha.
If you're at the beginning of your relationship, I feel a 50-50 is much needed before you know, if you're in the beginning. But as time goes on, I know the men that I have messed with, you know, kind of take over. And not saying that they're fully taking care of me, but I mean, they make sure that I'm comfortable and they make sure that my kids are straight. And they give a little bit extra more to the relationship.
Okay. Understood. I like how you said it's kind of is 50-50, but then he start leading the relationship and does a little more because he feels like you're worth it. Okay.
Yes.
Because what I see and hear, I got to be honest, a lot of men might not admit that, but they rather have the 50-50 relationships. I think 50-50 relationships are good. And the reason why I think they're good is because that means we both do our part. Where it twists up at is the finance part. For some reason, I hear a lot of times that women do not like these 50-50 relationships because when it comes to the finance, they feel like the man is supposed to be the provider, right? Of the relationship.
So are we talking about all?
That's what I'm hearing. But
no, I'm going to tell you something. For one, when you're getting to know someone in your first 30 days, honestly, and I'm going to be honest, and some women may be like, well, why would you say that? You should be dating that person and courting that person both ways. And when I say that, you have to get to know somebody within the first 30 days, right? You communicating, you letting each other know what you expect, what you want out of a relationship. If you want to get in, you know, continue that relationship. Okay. The first 30 days, you should be dating and get to know each other, period.
Got you.
What it is that men come through the door because they feel this is what women want. Paying bills, doing stuff, paying for everything, buying clothes, buying shoes, trying to be the man to get through the door.
Oh, I got you. So they do.
So
Okay,
when
go
you saying that a woman expects it, if you already came through the door doing it, of
ahead.
course.
Now,
And a
is it?
lot of men do this and don't understand why you're in the friend zone.
Mm,
Because I put a nigga in the friend zone real quick. If you coming in paying bills, doing everything for me, and doing this and doing that, and you want to be tough guy, you in the friend zone. Ain't no need to be in a relationship with you. You already doing everything.
so he's in the trick zone. He's tricking, pretty
Yeah,
much.
and most men come off as tricks. And
Why
I'm
is
gonna
that?
be all the way honest.
Why is that?
Because they feel that's what women want.
Why do you
They
think?
feel that's what they have to do to be in a relationship. And I have sat at the table with a few different men. I think one time we was even in a podcast, was we talking about this in the basement? About these relationships?
Probably so. We had a
Yeah, you
long
know,
podcast.
men want to jump right in. They want to be so fast. And I'm not saying every man, but most men that I have met within the, because I've been single going on 3 years. Most men I have met in the last 3 years either want to come in and pay bills and baby, I'll take care of you. You don't got to worry about nothing.
Got you.
That's fine, but I come with my own bag. So that's really not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody to be a man and get to know Antoinette, her likes and dislikes. Get
Got
to know what we, you know what I'm saying? Get to know each other. Most men want to come in and shit. Half of these women letting these men stay with them within 3 weeks of period, thinking you know somebody
got you.
because they already paid their way through the door. So you can't get to know somebody because they're giving you money. You have to get to know somebody and really date them. I have a 30-day rule. We ain't doing nothing big for each other.
Okay.
We gonna date each other. We gonna take each other out on dates. We gonna get to know each other in the
Yeah.
first 30 days. I don't need you paying my rent. I don't need you flipping my gas. You know what I'm saying? Paying my gas bill, paying my rent, paying my car. No, it would be nice. But if I'm serious and I want to get to know you, let's do that 30 days.
Got
Then if you want to start getting to paying things and doing things and we're taking our relationship to the next level and we're still on the same page,
you.
because I got rid of a few niggas in 30 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. So I might not even want to date you. I'm talking about no sex involved, no nothing. 30 days.
30
Let me
days.
get 30 days of us courting each other, getting to know each other. Let's talk over some dinner. And I ain't even talk about 30 days. You can't even come to my house in them 30 days. Ain't no house visit.
Got you.
Ain't no me cooking and doing anything for you, doing your laundry, none of that. Let's get to know each other in these 30 days outside of our home.
Got you. So most men that come in
Yes.
spending money trying to get in good.
Yes.
But I gotta be honest with you. The reason why is because so many women require men to be providers immediately when you meet them. Not all of them, but a lot of
But
them.
who is that? Broke women?
No,
Broke women that don't work or don't have nothing going on?
not just broke women. There's successful women. If you don't have this, and the third, I can't deal with you. If you can't do this, and that for me, don't waste my time. I hear it all the time. So men have that in their head that, okay, well, if I have these resources, I'm going to use them. And men have that in their head. They feel like with women, they can't just be themselves. It might work with you, but for the majority, they're not just, you know, trying to get to know somebody for 30 days. So you're willing to go on dates.
Yeah,
For
of
30
course.
days.
I want to get to know who I'm sitting next to. I want to get to know if they're fit for my kids. I want to get to know if they fit in my family. I have a family. I have grandchildren. I want to get to know that person. So I can't just bring you around because you paying my rent and you think that you live here. Because that's
Got,
what's happening.
got you.
You paying my rent And now you think you live here. Now you popping up. Now you coming over. You showing up unexpectedly. You calling me more because you want to know who at the house that you and pay rent at. No, no. I need you to come. Let's date each other for 30 days. No sex involved, no nothing involved. Just dating.
Okay.
And you don't even have to pay all the time. I can pay some time too. Because I'm not looking for nobody to take care of me. I'm looking for a partner.
Okay, see, that's why I wanted to get you on this 50-50. Because that is partnership, right? So it's not 50-50, it's not a partnership. It's just I'm paying for everything. Pretty much, right? So why is it that a lot of women do not like they like 50-50 until it comes to finance? Why is that?
I can really say I just feel like men just come in just taking care of everything, at first. And like I said, I've been in relationships where it started off 50-50 and then the man I was with took the lead. Not saying that he had to fully take care of me, but he did most of everything. Excuse me, I should have got some water.
No, you okay. If you got to, go ahead. But
I got some right here. Sorry about that.
I like your angle. You actually want to get to know the person. You want to see if this person actually has some good character traits. You don't want to just be around anybody just because they can take care of stuff. So that's why I wanted to know what is the biggest issue with this 50-50. I believe when people get together, we are a team now. If you're independent on your own and I'm independent on my own, when we come together, we're a team. So it's no more independence. You can't be independent in a relationship. To me, that doesn't make sense, especially if y'all living together, because you're supposed to do everything together. That's why I'm saying why are women having a hard time with this 50-50 relationship? Because I believe what happens is when women say man is supposed to provide, it's not just finances. He's supposed to provide direction. He is supposed to provide security. He's supposed to provide knowledge. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be, a good character, a good father figure. It's more to it just paying for stuff. But nowadays, I hear a lot of women say they want a man to be the way he was in 1960, but we don't live in those times. With the economy, everything is going up. Everything fluctuates up and down. Gas and food will fluctuate up and down. One thing that never fluctuates is rent. Rent always gets higher and higher. It never goes back down. So I don't understand how people want to be 100% independent when they could team up and work with somebody. It baffles me. I just don't understand it.
Because like I said before, the men come in doing everything. And then when times get hard, they expect the woman to say, okay, I need your help. I mean, they expect the woman to come in and help out. Right. But if you already have that understanding off the top, then, and we're talking about people who are living together, right? Because you will never be in a 50-50 relationship if you're not staying and actually living with that person. Because I'm pretty sure
it should be that way.
People ain't out here. I mean, some people are paying both sets of rent, paying both car notes. I mean, some people do it. Some people have the money for it. Some people like the lifestyle. They like to, whatever. But I mean, if you're staying together, yes, I can see a 50-50. But if you're not staying with that person, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I've always been in relationships where it started off 50-50 and then the man took the lead. If I feel like it's a struggle for my man, then I'm going to encourage him, and I am going to chip in a little bit more if needed. I'm not the type, if I started off 50-50 and this is what we saying, you know, and then now times get hard and you are doing more and you're not able to do it, I'm not going to be mad at you because you can't do it anymore. I mean, you know, if you had took the lead and then, you know, anything happens. People are getting sick now. You know, we have all these different things going around. I mean, if my man is down for 2 weeks, I ain't gonna kick him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help. I'm gonna chip in. But I don't know. I just feel like 50-50. I mean, it's good to be 50-50.
It is. And like I said, with the current state of the economy, why wouldn't you want to team up with somebody? You know, I'm not understanding that.
And then it depends on what type of person you dealing with, though. Some women, you know, that's all they do. You know, they get with a nigga. You know, they get with him for money. Exactly. They talking to him because they see they got a little money in their pocket. And that's what they looking for. They looking for somebody to take care of them. You know, I'm 40. I'm past that stage of life. You know, and I think it goes with growth too.
You know what? Here it is. Most women say this. Got a good comment for you. What do you think about this comment?
Okay.
And while you commented, I'm just gonna grab some water, but
okay.
For about a minute and a half. Go ahead.
He said most women say this. Why do you feel that most women say this? Everyone can see it here. Am I supposed to be looking at the car? Can I see it? Let me see. Why do you feel that most women say this? I can't see to comment on here. And it's not in the chat. So. He'll be back in a minute. My apologies. I don't know how to work this. But what do you ladies think? Do you think men come in just trying to be the boss, trying to pay the bills? And this is what you're looking for? Do y'all think 50-50 relationships still exist? I feel they do. But it just depends on how how you communicated that in a relationship. Drop some comments, something. Let me see.
Okay, so we back with the brief interview.
Oh, I'm just now seeing the comments.
Yeah.
Most men say, I had to go to the comments. My apologies.
No, you're okay.
A relationship should be 100 if y'all together and live together.
So I'm going to pull that comment up. Thank you, Amanda Price, for the comment. A relationship should be 100 if y'all live together. If you cook, I'm doing dishes. We both work and pay bills and take care of the kids. Yes.
Yes.
It sounds good, but see, everybody has to be on board. It sounds so good.
But that's where that communication and them 30-day communication things go, though. You got to get to know people. People are just moving too fast in these relationships. And then you don't know the person. You got to stop letting people in your house that y'all meeting on these dating apps, letting them in because they're giving y'all and taking y'all somewhere because y'all ain't been somewhere in a minute. Y'all got to really know somebody. I'm telling you, when you start doing the 30-day challenge, you will really get to know a whole person. Okay? Because
Okay.
you don't want to hear my horror stories. I'm telling you.
And for the people,
It's real out here. And people tend to be a certain way. Then they change on you real quick.
okay, look at this comment. I mean, most people go on half the bills of rent. I don't know about that one.
Every person that I've been with, like I said,
That you've
and
been
we lived together, we went half, and then the man took the lead after that. But I was still paying bills. I wasn't, I was still paying bills, but they say, hey, I got the rent and I got the car note. Okay, thank you. That's a big chunk. I'm able to, but my man was getting me programmed where I'm able to save some money. When you're a single mom and doing it by yourself, you're not able to save no money. But most people don't save. Guess what they do? They buy expensive bags. They buy expensive shoes. They buy jewelry. They go to the store and be in line for all their kids' shoes. They got the new Yeezys. They got all that with their extra money. Instead of saving it, putting it in the bank, starting a business, or owning a home.
Okay. That's good. Because people don't manage, you're saying people don't manage their money.
No, not at all.
50-50.
Not at all. Because if you in a relationship and you living with somebody and you have a good dude and he want to see you win, he gonna really majority pay most of it. He's gonna still have you pay some things, but he gonna make sure that you straight without even asking him. And that's another thing, women, you don't gotta ask a man to do anything. If he loves and adores you, he will do anything in his power to help you with anything.
Mm-hmm. If he's not,
and especially if you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you ain't out here,
doing what? Wait, go ahead and say it.
If you ain't out here fucking around, and you ain't out here, got these habits that some people may have, and he see that you're doing well for yourself, he shouldn't mind helping you. He shouldn't mind, But yes, I feel 50-50 still exists, but you have to have an understanding. Don't come in here paying all my bills and saying, baby, you don't got to do nothing. But then when it's a rough month for you and you can't do that, then you expected me to step in, but that's not what we talked about because you came in doing stuff.
So when they come in dominating and paying this and paying that, you don't respect it. It's pretty much tricking. It's not even providing at first. It's just tricking their way in.
Yeah. And a person can be a trick all day if that's what they want to do. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a partner.
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking about this earlier when I had talked to you about this subject Monday. I said, dude, a lot of women know the difference between a man that's tricking and a man that's providing. It's a big difference. Just because you spending money, don't make you a trick, but it don't make you a provider. It's how you doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the way you describe it, if you coming right in, taking care of stuff immediately, you tricking.
Yeah.
So
and you can put the friend zone from me real quick.
Okay.
Because I don't need you as my man. I can use you as my friend and still get everything I want as my man.
So tricking is providing before you get in a relationship. So it's the same thing. It just depends.
No, it's not really. No. But most men, let me tell you. So I have a friend and he's a friend because I never made him my man. He's a friend. He'll say, yeah, because I could do this, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? You give me a chance. I'm coming in. You don't got to worry about nothing. Blase.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. You need this, you need that. Okay, yeah, you going to give me some money? That's fine. You want me to send you my Cash App or did you want to Zelle it? How did you want to do it? Oh, you know what I'm saying? I could Zelle whatever. You know what I'm saying? Baby, payday today. He's an older man, right? And he always talking about what he can do and he coming in giving stuff. But then he like, why you ain't never give me a chance? Well, shit, you didn't give me a chance to give you a chance. You came right in here doing everything. So why do I have to have you? Why do I have to have you as my man when you were just a friend paying everything that I needed to be paid? You came in tricking because you thought that's how it was. You thought That's what it took to have a woman like me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he
But
thought
it
he had
didn't
the
take
trick.
that because I came with my own bag.
There you go.
I needed somebody to come and enjoy and sit across from me. I didn't need you doing this, doing that. I ain't even met my kids, sending cash. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
None of that. You just automatically just come in and then you wonder why I don't want you as my man. You have done everything in your power, have paid bills, paid car notes, paid sports fees, did everything as a friend. So I just friend zoned you. I'm going to keep you as my friend. I'm going to still be able to get anything and everything that I want out of you.
Right.
You already gave me everything. And then I didn't even really like your personality anyway. So you're really in the friend zone. And I can still get money from you. Wow. Yes.
So he put himself in that bad position.
He put himself there.
Hey, I respect it. At least you keeping it real. Hey, a lot of people don't keep it real. You keeping it real. I appreciate that. Got a comment for you. I like this comment. Thank you, Brianna Tavares. If I'm doing okay 50-50. If he has a bad month, I got him, no questions asked. Thank you for that comment.
Yes.
That makes sense. Another got a question. Why is he your friend? Oh, that's a good one. Why is he your friend?
Why is he my friend? Hey. Because he around here, I mean, we talked, we did the 30 days. He wasn't for me, but I kept him as a friend. But I guess he felt after those 30 days that him giving me money and doing things for me, he can get in the door. And, you know, we did the 30-day thing. He does have a nice, you know, conversation. He is a good man, but he wasn't the type of person that I wanted in my life.
Now, let me ask you, do you feel like because how he approached you and was taking care of stuff right at the beginning, did you feel that you had to put him on the back burner in the friend zone because you feel like he do that with other females? Did you not feel special, or was it because you felt like, does he do this with everybody else?
I just felt like he did it with everybody.
Okay, because that's what it sounds like.
Even previous conversations that we had, he said, I did this and this with this girl, and she don't appreciate it. I mean, to me, if a person's telling you about what they went through in their other relationship, they must be a friend anyway. Because don't bring that energy over here trying to get with me, telling me about your ex. Because if we're dating, I don't want to know about nobody you used to mess with.
Well, you might. Depending on the situation, you do got to keep your ear to you do have to listen to people. It might be something you need to know about that person. They could be a stalker. They could be a psychopath. You don't know, and you don't know they tie still with that person. So you do want to know. You do want to listen to people because you never know what baggage people come with and what problems they come with.
Yeah, so, but that's why you get to know that person. But I just really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. When I'm dating somebody, I don't want to know about your past like that. You know, if you have kids with someone, that's different. But I don't want to know about people you don't even have kids with, people you dated in your past, because I'm not going to bring up anybody that I dated in my past when I'm trying to date you. Well, I'm not going to bring up anyone that I don't have a kid by. And really, we don't even really have to really talk about that unless we're moving to the next step.
2 comments for you.
No, what? I'm not using him because he's older. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I have friend zoned a lot of people. Oh. Okay? I have friend zoned a lot of people. No, I'm not just using them because they older, because I don't have to use anyone. If somebody is willing to give me their money, I'm going to take it.
I agree, though. I got to agree with you.
I'm going to take it. If you want to come in here and pay bills and do things and think you're going to get your way in the door, yes, I'm going to take it. Am I a gold digger? No. I live alone. I take care of my own bills, my own kids, my own grandkids.
Got you.
I don't have to use nobody because they older. He played himself. because he knows it's not going to the next step. See, I'm having communication with this man. He knows it's not going to the next step. Now, if he chooses to keep on giving me his money, of course I'm going to take it. Yes, I am. And who wouldn't?
I got to agree, because you know what the saying is: don't hate the player, hate the game.
Who wouldn't? And I'm going to have sex with you and pretend or do nothing.
I'm not
Just
mad
look
at
cute
you.
and talk to you over the phone, because we ain't even going on dates at this point.
You know, I'm not mad at you, because look, if I can stay at home and get paid and not go to work, hell,
Well, I
I'm
go
not
to
going
work
to say no.
every day. I have 3 successful businesses. I go to work every day.
I know you do.
But it's the point. Stop coming in thinking that's what women want. They want you to take care of them. Get to know the person that you're sitting next to.
I agree.
And a person shouldn't have to do you any kind of way. If you come in like a man.
I agree with you, but a lot of women do require, because this is what happens in today's world. There are men.
Why I'm fussing so much.
If you say, you know, as a woman, if you say to deal with me, you have to, from day one, you're gonna have to help me with these bills. Some men will do that. So then the standards are raised because of how the men are actually doing what these women say. I need you to do this, and the men are fucking the game up, and not the women. I'm not blaming the women. As a man, if I could get a woman the first day to pay my bills, I'm not about to say no. So I don't blame them. I blame the men for doing it. There's women that put their cash up on Facebook just because they look good and get money all day just because they look good. You can't hate on them for it. You got to hold the men accountable, because the men are the one that keep doing it.
So somebody commented, why am I by myself? Because I choose to be by myself. I can be with anybody that I want to be with. I choose to take this time to focus on my business and do the things that I need to do for myself. So when I meet my king that God is going to send me, I will be prepared and ready for him.
Right, preach to him. And
it's a difference, because everybody think they got to be with somebody to enjoy life. I do everything you do. I go out, I enjoy, I date, I mingle. But sometimes you have to be alone on your journey to be able to be successful.
Yes.
You don't have to have a team of people with you. Sometimes you have to work alone. So that's why I'm alone. Don't get it twisted, boo. Follow me on Facebook, Antoinette Barkley, Antoinette be the model. Don't get it twisted. I can be with any people, be in my inbox every day, trying to be my man, trying to marry me. Trust me. But I choose to be alone.
I know your friend zone is full right now.
Yes. Yes, honey. Know me, honey. Google me. Okay.
Oh, you must forget I follow you, so I know.
Google me. I'm alone because I choose to be. I can be with anybody that I want to be with, but I'm not getting smart or anything, but I just choose to be alone. I'm a successful Black business owner trying to make it. And honestly, the men that I have been dating are full of crap and full of games, and I just don't have time for it. So I don't even go on dates no more. I'm focusing on my businesses. So when my king come, he come and I'm ready.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with focusing on your business, because when you're dealing with somebody, you're going to have to take time away from your business to get to know somebody. And right now, that's
right. And I'm too busy for that. You see me, I'm in fashion shows. Yeah, I'm on podcasts. I'm on interviews every other day. Who can keep up with me? Nobody. And that's another reason why I'm single. Because when I try to like somebody, they be like, you too busy. What you want me to be? Booked and busy, or you want me to be broke and asking you?
You right. But you got the guy that
now, if you want me to sit at home and be this 1960 housewife, I can do that too.
Yeah, and I'm against that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the problem with men nowadays is they look for housewives. They want their wives to be maids and not wives. I don't believe
the economy too messed up for two people not being out on the field anyway.
Yeah. But you think
you shouldn't even be at home, mom, unless you are dealing with a child who can't go to daycare.
Exactly.
You are dealing, sometimes with an artistic child, sometimes that's hard to place them somewhere and you have to be a full-time mom, but somebody should be doing something to make money on both ends.
Exactly. Let me read this comment though. Thank you once again, Brianna Tavares, and I'm bringing you back on the show. I love having you on the show. Shout out to Brianna. She podcasts with us, but she's awesome. Men think they can buy females. It's goofy. Now,
Yes.
as a man, hold on. I have to disagree. That's totally wrong. Men can buy females. It's called tricking and providing. It depends on which one you choose and how you do it, but you can buy females. If you can't provide 99% of the time, if you're living with a man and he can't provide, providing is pretty much tricking in a relationship if you're taking care of everything. So you can buy females. I'm saying I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. It's just the truth. And men do buy women every day. Hell, women buy men. I mean, this is America. We all
women do. Some women do, but most people, if you're dealing with someone who is financially stable, they're not coming in trying to say what they can do. They're gonna follow suit.
Look at this comment. Go ahead and read that. That's a good one. I think he wrote that for you.
Women want men to buy them too. I bet she don't pay for those dates. Yes, I do.
About that.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If you go back, I said in the first 30 days, he don't have to pay for all the dates, but I can too. It's nothing wrong with that. We're getting to know each other. Exactly. You can buy me lunch one day. Hey, babe, what you doing? Boo, whatever. Friend, best friend, however. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. Are you busy this morning? You know what I'm saying? I could take you to breakfast. I don't have a problem with that.
They cannot.
But most men come in, want to pay everything, and then expect a woman. You expect your woman to want to go 50-50 after you already came in paying for everything.
Oh,
now you mad. Oh, no, now you mad because your girl like, well, I don't want to pay for that. Or when this start?
So I got to start from the beginning.
Huh?
I said,
yeah. 50-50 has to start in the beginning. You can't just come in and pay everything and then expect your girl to go 50-50 with you. It's not going to work. That's something that has to be established in the beginning of a relationship.
What if the man fall in hard times, he gets sick or he has...
Exactly. And I'm going to be there for my man because I know that my man was there for me when I needed him.
Exactly. That's how I be. I wish if people were less selfish and thought like that, it'd be a better world. If everybody could just be selfless. You got to be a little bit selfish, but work, get to know people. I think that's the problem a lot of times. We did a podcast, and you know what? I'm going to bring you back on this one. We're going to do a part 2. I'm going to send it to you tonight. We did a podcast on love versus survival. Are you dating for love or survival? And I think a lot of times, even men date for survival. A lot of men date women because they want to have a place. They ain't got no place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
I won't go too far into that. But thank you for the comment. We're gonna keep getting into these comments because
But my thing is, some people date for survival, but I ain't dating nobody and liking having. I gotta like you. I gotta like you. I'm sorry, I can't just because you got money. I want to be with you. I got to be able to like you all the way around. Like I just can't just be with you because you got money. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm past that. I'm past that in life. And I'm not marrying nobody that I really don't love. People marry people just for stability. I mean, I just can't do it.
But I disagree with that. Because marriage is not about love. It's about business. It's about stability. It's about generational wealth. Marriage has nothing to do with love, especially for men. Love doesn't last for 30, 40, 50 years. It doesn't. It's about business. Marriage has nothing to do with love. For women, yes. For men, no.
Well, I feel like when I marry somebody, it's going to be for love. It's going to be for stability. It's going to be for everything. And if I don't love a person, I'm not marrying them. I'm sorry. I'm just not about to marry somebody. That's just like being in a relationship with somebody with bad sex.
Understood.
Who the fuck doing that? Nobody. That's why people cheating.
No, it's a lot of people. Hey, listen.
Nobody, I'm not being with nobody who ain't laying down no pipe. I'm sorry.
I got a lot of female cousins. I got sisters.
Man, please.
And,
people kill me. Sex is important. Come on now.
Surprised. Oh, they all cheat. They cheating.
But man, sex is important.
Yeah, but you know what? Some people don't get married for sex. Some people get married for.
No, I mean I wouldn't get married for sex, but trust me, if my husband don't got no good dick, we ain't getting married.
Yeah, but you know
what? Would you be with somebody for the rest of your life?
I'm gonna go ahead and burst your bubble. Y'all not gonna like this, especially the women.
Oh my goodness, the rest of your life.
Women don't deal with bad sex, and they shouldn't. But let me burst your bubble.
Yes, we do.
I'm about to really piss you off.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Guess what? The majority of women are not good in bed.
It's not getting what?
The majority of women are not good in bed at all.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's the people that
y'all talk about men bad. Trust me, y'all numbers a lot higher than ours. Most of the time, all y'all do is lay there anyway. Y'all
not me.
Y'all talk all that shit online.
Not me.
And y'all don't do shit but lay there.
Not me.
I hear that.
Not me. And excuse me, mom and dad, if you are watching, but not me.
The majority of men are either. Thank you, Brianna. Man, she on that tonight. Look at this comment.
Can you bring her on here? Can she come on as a guest right now?
Yeah, she podcasts with us. That's Brianna. You've seen her on there. She podcasts with us. Just not
okay.
Good. Yeah, we all gonna link up. But yeah, back to what you were saying. You can't the 50-50, you have to start off at the beginning. But from like I was saying earlier, a lot of women have issues with that, with the 50-50. Because I hear a lot of women saying they're not splitting the rent. You're not a man if you want me to pay half the rent and half the bills. But in today's economy, you need two people to work together. And we're the only race really of people who think that way. Hispanic people, there's 10, 12 of them live in a house. I'm not trying to be funny. Foreigners live 13 deep, and then in 5 years, they all got businesses, stores, semi-trucks.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Black people can't get together and make it work.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be funny because I got a lot of foreign friends, and now they're all rich and all got their own business. We got to work together. And I wish more people, men and women, would think more like you and be, as much as, non-selfish as possible. And we'd have a better outcome in our community. That's just how I feel. But people are too selfish.
Yeah, like I said, you have to.
He owned you in these comments.
I know. He just let me have it. It's okay.
Yeah, and you made a friend. Look. Brianna Tarvez, she's on Facebook. Antoinette Barkley. I will send you her profile.
Yes, most definitely.
So,
but
go ahead.
Like I said, you have to establish that at the beginning. You can't come in trying to take over and then expect your woman to follow suit when you already came in paying everything and doing everything. Yeah. And most men start off doing that just because they want to change their situation.
What you mean?
A man who's starting off paying your rent at the beginning and you're not even knowing them really, and they're starting off just paying your rent, paying your bills. It's just, to me, a control thing. I'm not going to let nobody have that much control over me in the beginning. Because when you paying rent, you want to keep. When you paying all these bills at the beginning, you just expect so much. And I'm just not willing to give that. I want to get to know a person. And really, I don't even want to stay with nobody if we ain't talking about marriage.
And I'll be honest with you, I agree.
Because playing house, I'm too old for that.
I ain't gonna lie, I like house. You know why I like house?
I don't like no house.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Marry me.
You know why I like house?
Why?
Work out, You go your way, I got mine. I go my way. I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. That's how I should.
Nah,
See,
I ain't playing the house with nobody.
Why you gotta have a payday at the end if it don't work out?
Them days is over with. Them days is over with. I ain't playing house. Women, y'all better stop playing house with these men.
House is fun. But I will say you did make a good point. When men come in at the beginning and starting to pay everything, they want to have control. You're exactly right. And
Right.
I've said that before on the previous podcast. When you want a man to pay if a man, just think about this, even as a woman, if you pay all the bills and you got a man, you're going to want to control something. I think that's just natural for all of us.
Yeah.
I don't want
and a man,
but if I'm paying everything, then what I say goes. I think that's just natural for all of us to feel that way, you know?
Right.
But I don't want to control an adult. I like somebody who has their own goals, somebody who has their own ambition and motivation and don't want to be controlled. Why? I don't know why people want to be controlled by somebody, you know?
But that probably took a lot of growth for you to get to that point too. Now you know what you want.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still young-minded and don't know what they want. A lot of people honestly are taught, girl, you better get with that man. He got some money. You know, a lot of people have been taught that. Yeah. A lot of females have been taught to look for a man with some money, you know, do this and do that. A lot of people have been taught, and I'm just going to be all the way honest. And that's what you start looking for. You start looking for somebody to take care of you. But when you have been through things and been in certain relationships and you feel, because I was that girl, right? You know, I was young and I told my friends, I hope one of my friends is over here now. I used to tell my friends, girl, I ain't about to go to work. I ain't never working. I ain't never doing this. I ain't never doing that. And I'm telling you, my friends be looking like that is not realistic, you know, but this was in my younger mind at 18, 20, 21, just young, wanting a man to fully take care of me, going through money, you know, just really not having the mind frame that I have today as a 40-year-old woman.
Because you understand being an independent woman.
Yes.
You like taking care of yourself. You like going to work when you feel like it. You like coming home when you feel like it. You like leaving out, going on vacation. When somebody else controls the finances, they control you and what you want to do when you do it, and you understand that. And that's why I tell a lot of women, you got to be careful with some men, because if they're paying for stuff, they're going to say, hey, what I say goes. And you don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in that. That's a bad position. That's my perspective. I don't think it's good to let a man pay for everything, because he's going to want to control you.
Right. And I ain't for all that. I got a 16, 17-year-old boy. They ain't about to let no man come up in here thinking they running something.
Hell no, not with him there.
Yeah. Boy, you better sit down. That's what my kids gonna say. You better sit down. You better come in here correct when you dealing with my mama.
Got you. You see the comments?
We used to being alone around here.
You see the comments though? You got a lot of comments.
Let me see.
They lied to their homegirls, but you got to have good sex. Don't listen to the rest of that shit. So, So you on the 50-50? So, all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all commenting. We about to get out of here. Make sure y'all follow us on Facebook, YouTube. Oh, she came back. My bad. I was about to end the show because I thought you canceled out, but
oh no, don't try to play me. You know I'm here to talk. I'm here to.
I thought you exited out.
You know I got tough skin. I ain't scared. Okay. You know that. I
got another comment that's gonna ruffle your feathers though.
Okay.
I don't know if you're ready for it.
Okay, well, let me hear it.
I done read it already, and it got me sweating. That's all I got to say.
Okay, I'm waiting here for it. Let me hear.
There you go. A man need to punk her out with the dick. He pretty much said somebody need to put you in your place, is what he said with that thing. You talking all this shit online. Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Darryl Richardson.
Well,
He always
I
got.
ain't met one who can put me in my place yet.
He might. Well,
I'm always up for a challenge.
look at the comments. You see his Facebook name and profile. You might want to
I
send him.
know, because I'm gonna get with him after this show.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to get with him. No, 50-50 is 5%, 595. He's saying there's no 50-50. It's 595, 5%
No.
last 95%. This is the way I look at it, and I've said this before on my TikTok. I see a lot of independent women that have their degrees, businesses, and most of them rather pay 100% of their bills than get with a man and pay 50. When they get with a man, they don't want to. They rather go from paying 100% to nothing at all. They don't want to pay half of the bills. But this is the way I look at it. If you're by yourself and say you pay a month in bills $2,500, wouldn't you want to cut that down to $1,200 if you could?
Yeah. But like I said, it depends on the situation. Okay, so me growing up, my mom was married for 21 years to her husband, which is my sister's father.
Okay.
And in their household, my mom didn't have to pay any bills, didn't have to pay the mortgage, didn't have to pay anything.
Right.
Her job was to work and take care of us.
Got you.
So whatever we needed. She didn't see a bill, didn't touch a bill, didn't do none of that for 21 years. Because that's what her husband provided for her.
Right.
They had an understanding before she even got in the door.
Got you.
This is what I'm going to do. Now, in today's economy, if my stepdad fell on hard times, do I think my mom would have stepped in if needed? Of course.
Got you. That's understood, because I think what happens is men that want to do the 50-50 thing, the reason why, I think they're scared that if they get married and they're paying 100% of the bills and they fall off, they're scared that their wife is going to divorce them in some states. You know, if you're married for X amount of years, you get a certain percent of alimony for so many years. I think now men are starting to wise it up and say, hey, we got to go 50-50 because just in case it don't work, I don't want to pay 100% of the bills and then pay you when you leave. Because I don't think that's fair to anybody, men or women both, because women pay alimony too. So I don't think it's fair for one person to pay everything and then the person that's not paying nothing leave and get another half. So you're getting 150%. And I think that's legal robbery. That's robbery to do somebody like that. Especially if the other person was cheating and not doing what they're supposed to do, and they can just say, okay, I'm ready to go, and I take half of this. I just think that's crazy. That's just crazy to me. It's mind-boggling to me that people think that way and treat people that way. You know, it's crazy how the law is set up. I don't think it's right. Do you see the comment below? That was for you from Daryl. Okay, so that's what
I know. I just what you need. What do I need? Tell me what I need.
I'll let y'all discuss that through Messenger. Okay.
Tell me what I need.
You know, because you get him started, he ain't gonna stop. Okay.
But my thing is this too. Some people like me, when I'm done with a person, I'm done with a person. I don't need anything from you. You came in what you came in with. You leave what you left with. I mean, you came in what you came in with, and you're going to leave with the same. I don't want anything from you. Because when it's time for me to depart, I want you to go ahead. I'm going to give you whatever you came in with, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm not for taking half of anything from anyone.
Understood.
Because I'm going to have my own. And I wouldn't want somebody to do that for me. So you have to, people are just dealing with the wrong type of people. Yeah. If you ask me, when it comes to relationships, you're dealing with the wrong type of people. Because like I said before, I have always dealt with people where we started off 50-50. But then when we got to be in a relationship and, years and years and years, my man took the lead. Not saying that I was completely didn't have to pay anything, but he paid the most.
Because he wanted
and he wanted to do that. He wanted to be able to provide for me and his family.
Understood. But he felt also that he at that time you gained his trust. And he probably felt secure as a man with you as his woman. And he said, okay, I'm gonna take the majority of the bills and lift the weight off your shoulders. So you don't have to, if you do work, you don't have to worry about these bills. But you earn that.
Right.
A lot of these women don't want to earn that at the beginning. They want all 100%, like you said earlier. And that's why I said, why don't we all just work together? And it's beneficial for both.
Yeah.
I would hate to live in a household with someone who pays everything. And if something happens, if they get into an accident and they're sick or they're temporarily paralyzed, then what? You're just going to up and leave them? You know what I'm saying? So it should be both. But we got to get out of here. It's almost an hour. It's getting late. I got to get you back in the next couple weeks.
Right. We need to do a part 2.
Definitely. I think
you need to bring Daryl in.
Woo! It's gonna get heated with Daryl. It's gonna. You know what? We're gonna set that up. Maybe.
Yeah, we need to do a part 2 and bring Mr. Daryl on in, and let's hear what he got to say, because he had a whole lot to say in these comments.
He got a whole lot to say on the podcast too.
Right. Well, bring him on. I'm ready. Okay. I got tough skin.
We're gonna have to get the whole podcast together. But we got some stuff in the works still. We are gonna get together. And tell them about your businesses and where they can find you before we get out of here.
Okay, so you can reach me at Antoinette Senior Care, Antoinette Soul Food Catering and Service on Facebook, Antoinette B, my modeling page, and my 20 Shades of Love modeling group page. Make sure you follow all pages. I got some big things coming up, and I want you to be a part of it. And I'll be back here with my girls too. So we'll be back. We'll be back here soon.
We're gonna all get together and do the big podcast. It's gonna be
with the 20 Shades, with the 20 Shades of Love.
It's gonna be Daryl Richards with his podcast. It's Cyan the Madman. It's gonna be the Hit Show podcast, along with Cleveland Showtime's Homes Across Cast. So it's gonna be all of us in one big podcast, and it's in the works.
Right. And 20 Shades will be the guest. So y'all got to stay tuned, man. Y'all got to follow this. Tell them when you're on. What days are you on? Do you have certain days of the week?
We're on Sundays.
Okay.
Sundays. I tried to do one during the week, like now.
Okay.
Hectic schedule I have. So I try to podcast once a week with somebody, whether it's Cleveland, Cyan the Madman, or the rest of the Hit Show. Y'all go to TikTok, okay? Because on TikTok, we got our podcast clips on there. And me and Darius got some comedy skits we did that's on there. And then we also got like some stitch and duet videos and comment reply videos we do to other podcasters on TikTok. So y'all check us out on TikTok at Hit Show Podcast. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe, YouTube, Twitter, Hit Show Podcast, okay? And we're going to get Antoinette back here in the next couple weeks. We're going to have Daryl on, too.
Yeah. Bring it on, Daryl. Bring it on.
I'm just going to sit here and let y'all go ahead. I'm just going to be quiet and drink.
Bring it, Daryl.
All right, Antoinette, thank you.
All right, see y'all soon.